Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Rebels will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia Tech's offense will get the football first. They'll operate out of split backs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. A little release to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Hancock. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got him in the flat. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Keeps looking downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they strike first. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's sacked. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down. Open space at the 25.
see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to pass, it's Bobo. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Gossett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Steps away to find some room. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target over the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Swings it out to the flat. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete on third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, running back on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Bobo. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got him. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rush is on him. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking left. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Rebels decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Powell. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Makes the grab past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on! He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. That's reeled in. It's Hancock. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Scanning the field, it's Bobo. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. And you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. And you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Powell.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On his feet at the 40. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a deep.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The hand to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Bobo. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Off the RPO, complete. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them,